Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video. Let's talk a little bit about the action for today. This is the kind of markets I love. It reminds me a lot of 2008 where you have these great intraday moves. And sometimes a lot of confusion, but honestly not. The markets work both ways, right? When you get extreme emotions to the downside, then the danger is for an upside reversal. And then, of course, when you get complacent to the upside, the danger is to the downside. So right now, after Monday's drop, it was doom and gloom, Great Depression talk, and you start hearing that stuff, it's like, oh my God. So we had the big rally on Wednesday. Okay, so today we started off okay. We had a little bit of a gap up, then we had some selling. The markets puked it up. Now the one thing to keep in mind is that the puke that happened today was only a 382 retracement from yesterday's lows. I guess I should actually back up a little bit here. All right, so what do I mean by that is that if you take yesterday's the lows here to yesterday's highs, right? And we're going to get this big sell-off today. The Dow's down 600 points. Oh my gosh, or whatever, however much it was down. We came down to about the 50% retracement. We held at that 382 for a while. Came down to the 50%. That's normal, right? You get a big move like that, you kind of have a 50% decline. So we were watching for that. So that was the first thing. We started looking at like, all right, are we going to do some longs against this, or what are we going to do? But what's great about a market like this right now is that the bonds are leading stocks, okay? And so we were watching this, and what happened here is that we're going like, okay, the bond market's poked up to new highs. We did a small short in the room. That was great. But then when the bond market took this out, okay, and the ticks hit 1,000, we bought the Dow. I think it was like at 22. Let me see where it was, because we caught like 700 points in the Dow. Here's a screenshot. So we got in at 22,473, and it was good for 3,485 per contract, 697 points. And so what's great about this is that, remember, in a market like this, even though it's bearish and ugly, first of all, the up moves in a bear market are 5 times more intense than the up moves in a bull market. Like, the long side's actually great to play, but you've just got to do it as a day trade. And you got to recognize it. And so when the bonds here got crushed, this happened first, and then it was like 10 minutes later the stock market started to rally. So the question then is, well, what to do about tomorrow? And of course, when the ticks are like this, you just get long and hold on. A lot of times people are asking like, oh, it's too extended, I can't buy it. You buy every time the tick comes back to zero, you buy it, okay? It's a golden opportunity in this environment. And we're going to see a lot of this stuff in 2019. And so now the question is what about for tomorrow? And so, let's go to the S&Ps here. And on the S&Ps, if you go back to a daily chart, remember, all we've done at this point is, we've had a great rally. All we've done is rally back to the 8 EMA. Very, very possible that we get to the 21. There's no chance for a quote-unquote bottom unless and until the 8 and 21 EMA cross, and right now they are a long ways apart. All right, so tomorrow I am looking for more strength. In the morning, we'll see about the Friday close. If Friday's close happens to be strong, that is going to put shorts on the defensive, and I would actually look for a couple more day rally. But I do think that we buy any early weakness in the morning, look for at least one push to new highs here, and then the afternoon will tell the story. All right, so one of the most important things to understand about this current market is that essentially we have gone from quantitative easing, which of course was the result of the 2008 financial crisis, and here in February of 2018 we started QT, which is quantitative tightening. Okay, so quantitative tightening, what a lot of people don't understand is that happens in two ways. First, the Fed raises rates, but more importantly what they do is they start to reduce their balance sheet. Okay, and that's a little more obscure, but basically it's the equivalent of taking liquidity out of circulation. And if you're taking it out of circulation, it has to come out of somewhere. It comes out of asset prices. Well, emerging markets felt this right away, and the moment QT began, they started to sell off and have continued to sell off. Now, why did the S&Ps continue to rally? Because of tax reform. When tax reform was passed, companies were able to bring back hundreds of billions of dollars of money that was parked overseas, and what did they do with it? They bought back their own stocks. That drove the S&Ps to new highs, and then boom, we rolled over and died as the impacts of QT became felt. All right, this is going to have much longer term repercussions. And again, I think I'm doing a webinar on this tonight. If you haven't seen it, I would encourage you to take a look at it. It's about an hour long, all about the big picture stuff. But the main thing is for 2019, you've got to be prepared for this and know how to trade it. For example, right now, even though I'm not mostly day trading, this is a perfect day trading environment. This is the kind of environment you pray for day trading, and you don't actually need to be a full-time trader in order to day trade. You just set up like one trade a day. You just have to understand what's going on with it. Also, it's important to understand that the 2004 area on the S&P right now is the Powell put level, meaning that's the level where government will step in and start trying to prop up the market. All right, again, I talk about this in this whole webinar, but you got to know this stuff so you don't get trapped by it. So when we were hitting 2400 earlier this week, we were taking off our shorts and then starting to look at longs because of that. All right, now, remember, this doesn't make QT go away. Okay, it doesn't make quantitative tightening go away, but it just means that level is defined where the governments are going to defend this stuff. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on in 2019. Now, one of the things I want to talk to you real quick about is just the concept of how to work together with other traders to handle the next 2 years are going to be incredibly volatile. There's going to be crashes, there's going to be rallies, there's going to be fortunes made and fortunes lost. Obviously, you want to be on the side of the money to be made. And one of the things, if you ever read Think and Grow Rich, he has a huge concept of what's known as a mastermind group. Now, what mastermind groups are, you bring people together in similar situations. Like for all of us, we like trading, we like the markets, right? So whether monthly, weekly, or even daily, you sit there, you discuss challenging challenges that are the group is facing individually and as a whole, and tap into the group's collective intellect to solve problems. Okay, i.e., based on this environment, based on these economic indicators, what is the market going to do next? So it's kind of like a peer-to-peer mentoring service, and you can swap advice, create connections, and really just form lifelong friendships. I'm involved in 5 different masterminds, and I like all of them. So along these lines, we've never done this before, and I'm very excited about it. We've got 2 exciting things that we're looking at for 2019. Okay, so we've got what's called a titanium package, which is essentially a mastermind group. That includes a lot of great things. And then the platinum package is essentially, it doesn't have the mastermind group, but essentially is a way, if you're like, you know what, I am all in and I want everything you guys are putting out, it's a way to just lock it in at a discounted rate, end of the year, whether it's a tax deduction or anything like that. So what the mastermind package includes is, so right here, this is actually a little bit better view. So under the platinum package, again, this is kind of an all access pass to everything that we're doing in 2019. And then titanium is the all access plus a mastermind group that will meet in person. So what's the difference here? So with both, you get a 1-hour coaching call per quarter with myself, kind of the trader of your choice there. Private Facebook group where you can actually have much more kind of direct communication with everyone in the group, including myself. Free access to our April live mentorship stream. All of the memberships that we have, options, futures, scanner, S3, okay, all that right by itself is $11,280 a year if you wanted all of those individually. All of our courses for 2019 are included. Okay, typically each year we do about $12,000 in classes, and that includes whether it's my class, Raghee class, Danielle class. All of our indicators, typically each year we create about anywhere from $10,000 to $12,000 worth of new indicators. Those are all included as well. Okay, anything having to do with live trading is included, and then attendance to our live April mentorship in Austin also included. Now this is where the difference is. So this is a ton of value in the platinum group, and then titanium you get all that, plus we're going to do a mastermind in the Cayman Islands, a couple of days where we all get together, really do a deep dive into strategies. We'll also do another mastermind in Austin. Any breakout sessions we do at seminars, you get to attend those. Also, you get access to all of our prior classes and all of our prior indicators. So the value of these with the platinum package, essentially, if you were going to pay for everything individually, it would cost you a little over $26,000. And then for the mastermind group, including everything in the library, it would cost you over $80,000. All right, so how does this work? So if you go to simplertrading.com/trade, you can go to a page. It'll give you all the information about this. Okay, so now for titanium, which is the Mastermind, you actually have to apply to this. All right, so we're limited into this to a dozen people. You do have to apply. And the reason we're having an application process is because it's going to be a group of people. We're sitting around a table, and we just want to make sure everybody's a fit. Okay. Obviously, if you're a beginning trader, the Mastermind may not be the best bet for you. Or if you've been trading, you've got a $5,000 account, not going to be the best choice for you. There's two options for this. You can just do if you have the investment that you want to make in yourself, you can just do it, or you can actually spread it out over time. But you do have to apply. And then it'll take us about a week. We'll go through it and then let you know if you've been accepted to the program or not. Now, the Platinum package, we do have you don't have to apply for this, but this is done on December 31st. So after December 31st, we will not offer the Platinum package anymore. And what this is that you get that one-on-one time in terms of mentoring and stuff like that, but at the same time, you get access to everything we're doing in 2019 at a 50% discount. All right, it's just all locked in, and again, you can do a one-time payment, or you can spread it out over time. And if you just go to this page, it'll give you all the information. So I'm excited. Like I said, I'm involved in 5 mastermind groups. Some of my best friends have come from these. It's great being able to spend 2 days with high quality people that are willing to make that investment in themselves. So I'm super excited about that. I will be running those, so it's just a chance for all of us to spend more time together. And again, for the Platinum package, it's just a way, it's like, you know what, I'm really committed to making 2019 my best year. I just want access to everything you guys are doing. This is a way to do that for 50% off and just lock it in. All right. All right. Hope it helps. Again, simplertrading.com/trade. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you at the next update.